Hello, welcome to my another video, integration of Google Form with Certify'em add-on. In the previous video, we have seen a complete detailing about the Google Form. Now we will see an integration of Google Form with a very powerful add-on. This particular Certify'em add-on helps you to directly send a certificate after completion of any exam. So, listen carefully, go through the complete video till the end and understand the Certify'em add-on. So, before going to the Certify add-on, we'll see what is Certify'em. Certify'em is an add-on for Google quizzes. It extends the functionality of quizzes by allowing you to send a certificate when someone passes and keeps certification record. This is a very powerful tool or a powerful add-on. Yes, directly you can send a certificate to a participant. Now, who made this Certify'em? Certify'em was created by Dave Abram, an independent software developer with years of experience creating add-ons and Google Apps scripts, including one of the top installed add-ons for Google Spreadsheet, Flubarrow. If you have not gone through this particular add-on, Flubarrow, you should go and search it out, Flubarrow on Google Spreadsheets. Now, to be very clear, Certify'em is not a Google product or a project. So, now let's start to understand the concept of Certify'em. So, now you will go to a Google. For Certify'em and for the Google Forms, it's necessary for you to have a Gmail account. So, on the Google you can type Google Forms. So, you will get here the Google Forms and you can observe it. Go to Google Forms. And since I have already been login, another way is you can go to the gmail.com. You can log in and you can get the apps from here, the Google Forms. Now, we'll start with a new form. Now, just try to see these three dots. At the bottom, you will find a tab add-ons. So, click on this particular add-ons because first we need to install and Certify'em add-on to your Google Form. Okay, or you can do another way also. You can go to Google again and Certify'em. You can type it here. You can come from here also. Okay, so this is the add-on page. In the search app, write it down, Certify-em, and you will get this particular app. So, since I have already been installed, so it's showing me installed. Otherwise, you need to click on the install button and the add-on will get installed. Now, how you will come to know that add-on has been installed? You can observe in your Google Form, you might be seeing only these three buttons. Okay, and this fourth button will automatically come after you have downloaded or installed a Certify'em add-on. So, to start with Certify'em, we'll click it on this particular thing. It will show a Certify'em. We'll just refresh this particular part. It's a Certify, yes. Now it is there. Enable Certify'em in this quiz. So, this particular form is getting an add-on Certify'em. So, I am also using it for the first time for this particular form. So, it's saying to enable. Yes, get started with this. Yes, automatically you can see at the background, the exam name goes here. Okay, and you will pop up with this particular window of Certify'em. Okay, so this Certify'em can be used just for an example. You are taking an examination for any students. You give 10 questions to them, and you keep a passing of around let us suppose 70%, and if the student gets 7 questions correct, automatically a certificate will be generated and it will send to his or her email ID. Okay, and another way or another use of Certify'em is if you are taking a feedback of any particular program, and if you want that after completion of the feedback, directly the certificate of that particular function should be sent to a candidate, it can be linked with this particular form. Okay, so let us start with this topic. So you can write it here, examination 1 or any of the title. In case if you are taking it for a feedback form, you can write the feedback form of whatever the heading. If you want to give some detail, you can give it detail like a date or time or whatever you want. Okay. Now this particular part, the email address is compulsory, it is getting collected here. Fine. Now coming to this particular part, for the more detailing about the Google Forms, you can see my previous video. You will get the complete detailing about the Google Forms. Okay. Now in this we will directly type, let us suppose, what is the color of sky? Okay, and I want to give as a drop down, you can write it as red, blue, green, pink, whatever you want. And you can see at this particular bottom there is an answer key. Okay, let us remove these extra options. Yes, now you can see this answer key. When you are seeing an answer key, what is the color? We'll say it's a blue. It's a correct point, and you want to give it is a 1 point, and you can make it done. So this particular answer is already automatically saved in this for this particular question. Okay, so when a student click on the blue, automatically he gets a 1 mark or 1 point. If you want to make this question compulsory, you can go it from here. Okay, so similarly you can have a more number of questions there. If you are making a feedback form, you can write it down. The program was satisfactory, and in the drop down you can write it as strongly agree, then you can have some neutral, disagree, and if you want some, you can have some different options also. And I don't want to give this and any answer key. I don't want to allot any point, since this is a feedback form, so I don't want to give any marks to this particular question. Okay, so from here you can see the preview. Yes, your feedback form will look like this. This is the part, strongly agree, disagree, what is the color of the sky, and submit it. Okay, so now we will see the Certify'em linking with this particular part. Now you can see here it's a certification is off, so we'll make it an on. So it's getting on. Then we have the records, the passing. If you are taking an examination, so you can keep the percentage of passing from 0% to 100%, whichever the manner you like. But if you are taking some registration or some feedback, so you can keep it at 0%. Okay. Now in the template, you have a multiple templates here. You can use any of them. But if you want your own custom template, so before that, for using a custom template, you need to create your template on Google Slides. Okay, so how to go to the Google Slide? You can go it from here. come back here. Yes, we got the Google slide. In the Google slide, you can go to this particular part, start a new presentation. Yes. Now, you can use this like in your normal presentation. Here we will type XYZ College of Engineering or the name of your college. Here you can write Department of ABC Engineering. You can change the font and other things from here. You can just go through the how to use a Google slide. That would be much better. Okay. Now I need to, this is to certify Mr. or Mrs. I want the name here. We'll see how to write or how to interlink the name here. This is to certify. We'll just correct it. Yes, this is to certify Mr. or Ms. has successfully completed the course, or whatever the matter you want. You can write it down here, and after this you can change the font size, you can change the background, you can, like in a normal presentation, you can make it. Or the another way is you make the certificate in your presentation or in the Word file, copy it, paste it, nothing else. Here you can introduce, if you want, the signature of your coordinator. You can write down the name and some signatures, and you can do that particular part. Now, how to interlink the names? It's not only with the name, many of the things can be interlinked with the Google form using a Certify'em. So, in the Google, we'll write it down, Certify'em templates. Okay, you will see this custom template. Click it on. Yes, you can observe it here. This particular part shows me a merge tag, and this is the description what they are trying to use. Okay, so in the merge tag, we'll use a full name. So if I want to interlink it with this particular part, you can write it down in this manner, full name. Okay, we'll make it full name in small f. Okay, so this is the certificate. We'll save it, certificate. You can make it any of the design, doesn't matter. Okay, and this automatically the changes are saved in a drive. So here you can go, if you don't want to use the inbuilt template, you can use a custom template. So when you click on the custom template, it will showing you our current template is golden. We want to select a new file, and what you will observe that automatically the files in your Google slide will appear here. So click it on, select it, save changes. Okay, so now we will see, and email me a sample. So it's preparing a sample certificate. How do your certificate will look like, that we will see. Okay, so the sample certificate has been emailed to you. So we'll see, yes, there is a certificate. You can observe it. Okay, let me check it. What has happened? Untitled presentation. Yes. Certification has been turned on for your this. Sorry, this is not the mail. Yes, the sample certificate mail is here. You can observe it. It's by default some name, Lisa, Samson, and so on. So automatically whatever the design of your certificate, it will come here and successfully completed the course. You can insert some signature here and you will get some PDF file here. Now just try to observe it. The name is coming, congrats, some name, you passed, your certificate is attached to this mail for your download and print, and the certificate ID also. And what is showing? It's showing it's coming from a Certify'em, but I don't want it to change, or I want to change it to some particular name. So how to do that? Yes, come back. Here you will observe an advanced setting. In the advanced setting, message shown upon submission. Okay, so once the Google form is submitted, you can write your custom message. If it is some test, it's very fine. Thank you for your subscription. If you passed, you will receive a printable certificate shortly. And if it's like in a feedback form, you can write it, thank you for your submission. That's very fine. Now you want the name of the sender. What we have seen in the sample certificate, it was from the Certify'em, but I don't want it. I want from the department of ABC. Okay, and subject will be certificate of whatever the name you want, you can give. Okay, and in the content you can write it down, thank you so much for participating. You can download your certificate. Okay, and another thing, certificate option, if you want to send it as PDF or image, that depends upon you. You can select it. I prefer the PDF. Then if you want to send it through the email or the Google Drive, we'll send it through the email. Okay, and if you want this copy should be sent to some other person also, or some departmental for your record, you can write the email ID here also. Okay, so now we'll change, are been saved here. Very fine, good. Now we'll just try to look it into this, how this particular things look like. Let's see. Okay, so this is the form, email, I am writing my email. The program was satisfactory. This is the compulsory question. It's coming a star mark here. We forgot to delete this, but it's not a yes. Submit. And you can observe it here. It comes, thank you for your submission. Okay, so let us check whether we have got the certificate or not. It's a wonderful add-on. Yes, you can observe it. I have got a certificate. And it comes the department of ABC. Whatever is your department, you can write down the name and see the custom message. Thank you so much for participating. You can download the certificate. Okay. This is the certified Mr. and Mrs. Oh, it says strongly agree. Why this particular problem is coming, that also we'll try to observe it. See the certification record. Now we'll try to understand what exactly the certification record means. Okay, it will open one Excel. Here it should be a full name. Okay, so after email, your first question should be your full name. Okay, so we'll insert the question, add new question here. You will get a new question. We'll just drag it at the top because it should be the first question as we have seen there. Yes, name, and we want this name should be very clear, so we'll give some description as you want it on certificate. So this will give a clear idea to a participant if whatever name I want on the certificate, this should be here. Okay, now I will try to edit something. We'll delete this. Yes. Other identifier, there is no question for this. Yes. And since we'll forget about this also, we'll keep only a single question there. Okay. The question got deleted. We will make it again. The program was satisfactory. You can have the number of questions. You can have the mix up of the different questions. Okay. Now you can have the drop down. Strongly agree. So agree to this. Neutral. We'll keep only the 3 option. Okay. So whatever the responses you have seen here, I have filled it. So it will not again take my response. So first I will clear all the responses. Okay. Now we will see whether I am getting my certificate or not. From here you can go to the preview. I am typing, yes, I am writing my name, Gaurav Goyal, and it is strongly agree. Oh, strongly agree. It come back, submit it. So again the feedback form has been already submitted. So we'll close this. Okay, we'll try to close this particular. You can observe it. You can include the different templates also. You can observe it from there. We'll see whether I have got the certificate. Yes, we have received it. A wonderful certificate. You can design it out. Now here you observe it. It comes a certificate for Gaurav Goyal for the feedback form of this, and you can see, you can download it and you will get the certificate in a best possible way and with quick span of a time. Okay. Now the designing of the certificate, it depends upon you. Either you can go for the already inbuilt templates, or if you want, you can build your own template for the certificates. Okay. So we have seen the certificate generation using a Google form with a Certify'em add-on. In both the cases, like if it is an examination, you can give some passing percentage of this particular part by changing this particular thing. If it's like in a feedback form, you can make it to 0% and proceed further. Okay. So that's all from this video. I hope you got the things, the overviews. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can find me at this particular email ID. Thank you so much.